The light that sparked hope. Once, in a small village surrounded by hills and trees, people lived happily together. Every house had a lamp that lit up the night. The lamps were not very big, but they made the village warm and safe when the sun went down. One evening, dark clouds gathered and a strong storm came. The wind howled and rain poured like never before. The storm was so strong that it blew out every lamp in the village. Suddenly, the whole village was covered in deep, cold darkness. People were scared. They stayed inside their homes and prayed for the storm to end. The night felt long and lonely, without the gentle light they were used to. In one small house lived a little girl named Mira. Mira was only 8 years old, but she had a big heart. She loved her village, her family, and the light that made everything look friendly at night. Mira had an old lantern that her grandfather had given her. The lantern was small and cracked, but it could still hold a tiny flame. That night, Mira took her lantern and lit it carefully. The light was very weak and flickered in the strong wind, but it shone. She stepped outside her home and held the lantern high. At first, the light seemed too small to matter. It was just a little flicker in the huge darkness. But then something wonderful began to happen. One by one, neighbors saw Mira's small light glowing bravely in the dark. They found matches and candles inside their homes. They lit their candles, using Mira's little flame to start their own. Slowly, lights began to appear in other houses. The village was no longer swallowed by darkness. People stepped out of their homes, holding candles and lanterns. They smiled and looked at each other's lights, feeling hope growing in their hearts. Mira's little lantern had started a chain of light that no storm could stop. Even though the wind blew and the rain fell, the people no longer felt afraid. Together, their lights were strong and bright. They sang songs, told stories, and helped each other through the stormy night. When the morning sun finally came, the storm stopped. The village was wet and messy, but the people were happy and safe. Mira's little light had reminded them that even a small hope can shine bright in the darkest time. What we can learn from Mira's story. Sometimes problems can feel too big, like a storm that blows out all the lights, but even the smallest light, a smile, a kind word, or a little help, can make a big difference. When one person shows courage and hope, others join in, and together we can overcome any difficulty. Darkness does not last forever. Light will always find a way to shine. How this story can help you. If you ever feel scared, lost, or alone, remember Mira's little lantern. You might think you are too small or your help is too little, but your kindness and hope can light up the lives of many others. You don't have to wait for someone else to start. You can be the first light, and when you do, you will see how many others will join you. Together, you can bring light to even the darkest nights. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring tales.